it going? Today, doing Krewella, and I'll just play it here so you can hear for yourself. So this is the original, like just by itself. So this is from Play Hard, by the way. It's just that, you know, like that grindy saw synth that they have at the start. And maybe I'll progress through the song later, but this is just a start, so here we go. Okay, so that's just Krewella, and this is my one just over the top, like just so you can hear it sounds like pretty similar. There you go. So if you don't like that, you can click off the video now, but that's just what I kicked up in a few minutes because I reckon it sounds pretty decent. So I'll just delete that and I'll walk you through it because I just made it, and to be honest, I probably can't recreate it from scratch straight away. So let's take a look. So in the first oscillator we have iron. Not sure why I chose that, but seemed to work. I lowered that an octave and just put all the positions up to 12. Or sorry, not to 12. Like, you know what I mean, all the way up. Oscillator 2, acid. Obviously you can pause it, by the way, but you know, if you want me to walk you through it, that's fine. Lower an octave, wavetable position, about, I don't know, 9, yeah, that's 9. Intensity to about 1 amp all the way up. Polysaw 2, so that one there. On Oscillator 3, again, lowered an octave. Sorry, the first one's up an octave, sorry. I don't know how to mind blank. So they're all on Spectrum, so, you know, just copy those settings. Put all of them up to, no, not the filter one, sorry. I did use filter one at the start, but then I decided it didn't sound that great, and I used WoW instead to filter, WoW Sugar Bytes. So obviously it's still optional again in this tutorial. You can use a low pass on this, so that's fine. So on modulation, I went to position, put it onto 1, and then just put it at about 9. And so I thought that sounded, it gives it like a more grindy, like harder feel to it. Didn't do anything with the noise or the feedback. So insert 1, hard clipper. It just makes it, again, like grindier, and that gives it a harder feel to it. And so just put dry wet and drive up to where I've got it, around 1 and 230. Insert 2, parabolic shaper. Seems to give it a nice effect. For FX1, got a classic tube. This is just my standard stuff, by the way, just to make it sound bigger, because that's what you want out of these sounds. You want them to be big and full. You know, because if you don't have it big and full, then it sounds empty. You don't want an empty sounding song. So dry wet to around 132. Drive 12 o'clock. Dimension expander, size 12 o'clock, dry wet around 11. And with the EQ, I boosted the highs and the lows, and the boost again. It just gives it a fuller feel. It might clip the master when you do that, but just turn the master down because, you know, you don't want it clipping, obviously. And then if you go down to this box around here, you go to envelope 4. You will see here that I've changed, you know, the shape of this, so it gives it more like, I don't know, a shorter feel, more stabby. So attack all the way down, level all the way down, decay all the way down, level all the way up here, and that, I don't know, it just, I liked how it sounded, so I kept it that way. Last thing on voicing, you will want to go to 4 voices, pan positioning on in the middle. One second, I'm going to sneeze. For fuck's sake. Oh well. Anyways, you put LFO6 on here, drag it out. So just drag it out like that, and that will make the sound wider again. So you don't have to necessarily use a stereo enhancer or widener. You can just use that. Pitch cutoff on, just move it the tiniest bit, and it just gives it, you know, a tiny little bit of a detuned feel, but you don't want too much, otherwise it just sounds dumb. So that's it for massive. So let's okay, sausage fattener, completely optional. I highly suggest buying it. Like, buy sausage fattener. It's only like $20 from Data Life, and Data Life is awesome. So go buy it from it. Wow, Sugar Bites. I have a slight low pass. Oh, that's awkward. Sorry. I have a slight low pass on it, so it's not that much. But I had it going fully, and it sounded too loud and too harsh. So I just put a cutoff, and it seemed to fix it. Obviously, you should know how to do this. It's, you know, it's from any program really, any DAW you're in. So sidechain compressing in Ableton, it's just a simple case of adding a compressor, clicking sidechain, going to the track that you have your kick in, clicking that, and it'll sound like this. And I lowered my threshold to about minus 34.5 dB, just because it in the Krewella song Play Hard, it seems like they've really lowered it. But you know, whatever. So if you like this tutorial, you know, please give it a like, share it around. That'd be great. I will be, you know, you're probably thinking, oh, you got 2 tutorials up, but you're not releasing any music. It's because I'm waiting for graphics to be done, and it's taking a while. So be patient, and that will be released as soon as I can. So thanks for watching. Have a top day.